Okay, so we are part of student media, which is it's kind of different from a club. It's a student organization. So we are under C, which is student engagement and activities. This is the editor-in-chief of the Husky Herald. I'm the studio engineer at UWave Radio. Questions, anybody know what a radio is? Sure, questions, there's no such thing. We are a live streaming internet radio run by students. You who knows radio, you know what it is? You're a historian or something? What? No, I'm playing. All right, so a little bit about me. This is look at these stickers right here, look at that. See that? It's like a wave. Okay, so at UWave Radio, what we do is we host shows. We have like DJs that play music. We have people who host shows that are about all kinds of things. So like, what are you guys' interests? Like anybody in this room?
Sorry about that. I will preface this that when I start talking about Husky Herald, we will have a Kahoot game afterwards. So if you want to download the app really quick just to be prepared, just a forewarning.
Could you go do it on the website?
Yeah, I think you could do it on your computers too.
Look at that. There will be a Kahoot game. Peep game. All right, so does anybody have any interest? Like I had some hands out there, but I don't know. I know you're a historian. What else is the rest of you guys? Any other interests?
Computer science.
Perfect, a computer science. So if you were somebody who wanted to do a show that's centered around computer science, first off, good luck. But second, this would be a good place to do it because you'd be able to come in. We have thousands of dollars of like studio equipment available for students who are part of the organization. And you guys can do all kinds of things. You're kind of just limited by your time mostly. I know that getting a computer science or a STEM major is very intensive. But you're also just limited by your imagination and your creativity. So at UWave, there are two paid positions. The two positions are the studio engineer, your boy, and the station manager. Both of us are seniors, so we're both going to graduate in the summer. So those jobs are going to be opening, and we'll be looking for replacements in March. The other jobs are part of the student organization side. So for some computer science people, we have this old Linux system that we used to play the radio off of. I could use your guys' help, to be honest. I don't know how it works really, but that could be somewhere where you go and you would have a role, the technology director, and it's something tangible that you can put onto your resume, and it'll make you guys look better. I would think. I would like people who have done things, and this would be a good opportunity for you to be able to do things. Any questions?
So are you guys getting paid, or is it?
I'm getting paid, like right now.
There are, for both Husky Herald and UWave, there are two paid positions, so essentially they are student jobs.
Correct, so it goes like C, student media, and then Husky Herald, UWave, and Clamor. Which Clamor will go next?
Yeah, Clamor is a little different. They're not paid, it's a class, but I'm sure they're going to be presenting after us, so I'll elaborate a little bit more on that.
You can listen to us at uwave.fm. That's where the website is. It's a 24-hour stream, so it's always constantly running. It was made by first alumni and students, and then they've built it into what it is today. And it's continuing to grow, and I would like to welcome you guys into that process if any of you guys would be interested in creating content. Again, you don't have to do just live programming. We have, we've set up a podcast network, so if any of you guys are into making podcasts, we can help you out there. We also have a bunch of instruments that you guys would be able to access. MIDI keyboards, all kinds of recording equipment, and it'd be a resource for you. Any more questions about UWave specifically before I toss it off to Husky Herald? You look like you got a question. You have a question? Thanks for making eye contact with me, Doug. It's scary being up here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so before I start off with my presentation, I did want to ask, has anybody heard of the Husky Herald before? Okay. I was only expecting maybe one. Well,
I heard it.
But, so I do have some of our newspapers that I want to pass out, just because we are a student-run newspaper on campus. So essentially, as Mo was saying earlier, Husky Herald is under student engagement and activities. So we are being paid, so it is like our on-campus jobs. So again, the Husky Herald and UWave positions are going to be opening up again in March. If any of you all are interested in having something really awesome to be able to put on your resume and also get paid for it. So, and again, student engagement activities, if there's anything that you are interested in doing on campus or getting involved, that is a really good place to go. And then going back to the Husky Herald, so the Husky Herald newspaper is focused on presenting the UW-Bothell community with credible, ethically produced, student-centered news. And so we have many different types of contributors. We have people that write journalistic articles, we have people write opinion pieces, we get a lot of art to include, even like digital art, and we've had like even book reviews, movie reviews, and all that kind of stuff. So even if there's a club that any of you all are interested in or want to even just be able to plug into the newspaper as just a little bit of marketing, like even that can be a good contribution. And then, so some of our active student reporters currently, we have Madeline Janess, who's a freshman, and she's written articles about the crows on campus, ASUW, and then we are currently writing an article about Timo Woods, who is an app developer. So that's actually going to be an article that's going to be in our upcoming February issue. And then we also have Drew Verma, who reports on student events like Spooktacular that happened back in October. And then we also participate in a community-based learning classroom. So we will go to the classroom and we'll kind of teach them about writing newspaper articles, and we'll work with them to be able to publish something in the newspaper. So when we did that last quarter, the students wrote about climate change at UW, international student struggles, and tuition. And this is going to be a class that's offered next spring. I believe it's BIS MCS 472. It's the Advanced Media Production Workshop. So if that's anything you guys are interested in, it's a lot of fun. And then going back to our art, have any of you guys heard of the Art Club Palette Talk? No, that's okay. I just wanted to mention it because it is really cool. We do get a lot of our art submissions from there. So you don't necessarily have to be a part of the club if you want to submit any art pieces. You can always just email us directly. And then again, going back to the job part of it, so there are career skills that you can achieve through being the paid position versus also being a contributor. So when you're a contributor, you are still taking the time to learn how to write articles and work with interviewing people and being able to translate a story journalistically, if that makes sense the way I said that. So like active listening, communication, creativity, critical thinking, decision making, public speaking, problem solving, teamwork. Email marketing is also one thing. We are trying to kind of get our Instagram back on track. I know that we don't have our Instagram linked on this PowerPoint, but if any of you guys are interested in following us, I believe it's Husky_Herald. So, and then again, we really are looking for opinion pieces, any student reporters, any artists, Photoshop experts, photographers, and honestly, any other way that you think you'd be able to contribute to the Husky Herald would be awesome. And then, again, published work looks really good on a resume. So even if you just want to contribute to just one issue, maybe you just want to write one opinion piece, you don't have to necessarily contribute every issue. You can just do it once and call it done. And that is it.